Welcome to Awkward Everything, where you can get your daily dosage, or, weekly, whatever the fuck you want, dosage of awkward and about everything. Let me introduce you to the awkward, starting with Jordan.
Hi.
And then Kristen.
What's up?
I'm Devin. Yo. And Brad.
Hello.
That's it.
Good job. Wow.
We did it.
We did something.
I'm proud of us.
Me
So-
too.
So the goal of this episode, you decided,
Is to be a fucking clusterfuck.
that's exactly
We didn't
it.
decide that. That's just what's going to happen.
Exactly.
That wasn't a unanimous vote. Like, yes, I agree.
Now,
Let's make
when
this
we showed up
shit.
today, it was a vote to do that.
Yeah.
That's because you put us in charge. Like, us.
I regretted it, but I've been busy.
Sitting at home.
Sitting at home.
With what?
Going on vacation.
Your dinner plans?
My dinner
Wow.
plans.
Gee whiz, Jordan.
How do you even enjoy dinner
Okay.
anymore?
I don't
You just
really.
So many dinner plans.
I know. It's rough life.
Well,
hard.
I decided that I think we should get to know us more. I know me, sort of, but you don't. You don't know these bitches. I barely do. So I figured we could talk a little, like, casually without a goal other than...
Did we ever have a goal
We
when we
should
do
have just
this?
started recording when we got here. We would have had an
Seriously.
episode.
Already.
But someone doesn't listen to me, so, whatever.
Is she talking about me, you think?
I don't know.
I think she is.
I'm talking about the little bitch sitting over there.
In the navy
Ah!
sweater?
Wait.
Wait.
Yours is like a cardigan. His is a sweater.
It's a grandpa sweater.
You couldn't
well,
just
it's a sweater.
wear
They're both
that.
sweaters. All right, let's.
I
not
mean,
try
I could.
I mean, you could, but you'd be a whore.
to-
It covers all the important stuff.
Except when
Like
I
that.
wear a dress.
His covers all the
that covers
important
all the important stuff. People can't
I'd be
talk to
about
me
the same as you.
without thinking about my tits.
Same problem.
I just wish
I
that
can't
I
help
was
that. I
more
need a
than my
safety
boobs.
minute.
Exactly.
So Brad.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't get to talk very often.
No, I don't.
Tell a story.
Dance puppet.
Just one time in band camp.
You played
No,
band?
I was not in band.
That's what I thought. It needs
My-
a lot of commitment.
My school didn't have a band.
No.
Oh.
What
That's
kind
how
of school
it
do you
was
go
a very
to?
small school.
Still, do they have a sports team?
We had sports team.
Sport?
What a sad sports team. You don't even have a band. At least you don't even
Yeah,
have
those
that one
games must
person
have
that
been
just gets
boring.
really into it and just shows up at every game.
For the basketball games, we had these three guys with like an actual like drums and like an
Oh,
electric guitar
yes.
band.
An electric
Oh.
guitar.
I'm glad we didn't have it at the
We
football
had
games.
little
It wasn't
drummer
like a-
boy, that one dude who can kind of do a backflip, but we're not really sure that's what it is, and the dude who wants to be a rock star.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
pretty much it.
perfect.
That
Everyone
was our
come
band.
to our basketball game. Something will happen. Not sure what.
I'd be hyped as fuck. Be like, you do, what is that? You do.
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Yeah.
We're talking about high school. You wouldn't have been hyped.
No, I was an emo kid. I would have been
Oh,
like, I don't
God.
even want to be here right now. I don't know why I'm here.
Y'all
I mean,
suck.
I am, but.
I don't want
Did you do like the dark eyeliner and the dark?
Oh,
my
God.
god.
It was,
Oh,
think of like the cringiest emo kid picture and times that by like
I feel
3.
like I've seen one. Did you post one on like either Facebook
Okay,
or?
but like picture
Probably.
this: dyed
Throwback
black hair
Thursday.
and then freckles.
And I didn't know what filling in your eyebrows was. So dark black hair with bleach blonde eyebrows.
Oh, that
and
sounds beautiful.
so much black eyeliner.
It was
I
terrible.
actually just recently have started feeling comfortable using a little bit of black eyeshadow again. Because I like scarred myself from
It's like I
it.
can't do any of this.
I'm still
done.
scared to use it, and I didn't even really do my makeup in like high school, middle school.
I
use a
wish
lot
I
of
didn't.
Gold.
Gold.
Same.
Like a lot of shimmering. I thought I went with my complexion. Because in the summer I get darker.
And I stay about like that. I get more
I'm not-
freckles.
I get
I'm not
white
like
all year round.
paper, I'm like
You don't go outside,
cream
though, Jordan.
paper.
I tried to during the summer, but it just gets cold in the winter. It's just like, why would you go outside?
I don't know. Exercise, fresh
Yeah,
air,
that sounds like a lot of work.
mental health,
I already lost that years ago.
and yet you're here.
That's why I'm
That's
here.
why.
Got a point. Pretty sure everyone here kind of wants to die.
I mean, not as.
Society.
I mean, look at our
Society.
society.
Right, like,
Kinda-
everyone our age wants to die. It's
Literally
fine.
every time we end this show, Jordan or Kristen or both say, "I want to die, someone kill me," and then Brad says, "I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't in my house."
And then Devin's like, "You can leave, Brad. You
We're
can
all
leave."
Y'all
so
can leave.
committed to this show.
Yeah. Breakfast, waking
just
up
like
early, putting on eyeliner.
The friendship, but no one seems to care about that, so whatever.
No one likes anyone here, so
Don't
it's
make me
fine.
get out of bed and put on pants.
No one
We
makes me
brought you
shit,
donuts
Brad.
and coffee.
Jordan made me put on pants. He was here first.
Yeah.
Jordan, why?
Because I'm on time?
Thought you put pants on because you
What
were
does that have to do
cold.
with Brad wearing pants?
No, it's a personal choice. I didn't wear pants when I showed
Well,
up here.
the robe was downstairs. I would have had to like walk past.
You never seen a,
Here's
It
my
was a big
ass.
dilemma
never
happening.
seen a dick before, Jordan?
Nope. What is that?
I figured.
I knew it.
What is potato?
He doesn't have his bathroom
Potato.
either.
Potato. So I have a fun story
Okay.
that I want to tell.
Fun.
Yeah, fun.
We'll hit the timer by you.
Yes, thank you. I don't rant that much. So I went.
At me next time.
We went to Gatlinburg this past weekend. My grandparents, me, and my wife. And we thought it'd be a really fun idea to go get a cabin. So me and my wife stayed there for our honeymoon in June. So we
Why
decided.
was your idea of fun getting a cab?
What cabin?
A cabin.
Yeah, let's
Like,
get a
did you
cab.
I
Get
thought
there?
you guys were like, "Oh my god, we get
Yeah,
to get a
what
cab."
we need to do is
an
a cab.
authentic cab.
Did you
The
get
yellow
there
one
and then
with
you're
the
like,
checkers.
we should get a cabin. We have nowhere else to stay, but a cabin would be like really fun.
Well, we
Had
did-
you not
originally.
played until
Well,
dawn?
listen, hear me out. Originally, we were going to stay in a hotel. My grandparents were like, "No, we stayed in a cabin last time we went. We want to stay in a cabin." I said,
Yeah.
well, I mean, we couldn't afford one by ourselves, but they were going to go, and they wanted to help pay for it. Well, that's fine. Let's go get a cabin. So we looked online. We found a really good-looking cabin.
Real good looking.
Ooh,
The
babe.
pictures looked great.
the pictures.
So we get there, and
Pictures just happened to be from 1970.
well, it looked like it. No, so we get there, and when you first start heading towards the cabin, you get off the main road, you start going up this little mountain road, which, you're expecting to get to a cabin.
Right.
But then the mountain road starts making like 90-degree corner turns, and the road keeps getting smaller, and we're driving in this big, huge, like SUV,
Welcome to Gatlinburg.
car. And we finally get to our cabin, and it's literally at the tip top of this mountain. There's this road that probably goes up about 90 degrees. You get to it. You couldn't drive it up in the winter. There's no way.
Fun.
90 degrees.
And yeah, and you
Straight
get,
up.
it's pretty much like you're driving like it feels
Oh,
like you're
God.
driving like that.
Go on.
Alright. So we get to the cabin, and it looks beautiful during the day. It's beautiful.
But at night,
Our
it's
view.
like a
Well,
Terrifying?
here's the funny part. There's a road that
Wendigos.
runs right in front of our cabin that you can kind of see through the trees because the trees are starting to turn. And there's a little white van, like a creeper murder van, starts going. And I'm like, "Hey, honey, look, the murder van's coming to get us." 2 minutes later, it pulls in our fucking driveway.
And you're like,
I'm like, holy shit.
and they're like, "Maid service."
can I use your phone?
Yeah, exactly. No, bitch.
No.
So it's this dude, and he looks like he's straight out of like.
Compton.
No. Why do you? No, we're in the mountains. Like there's some back. We,
What is
well,
that?
here's the thing. When we on the way up the hill, we passed a church.
Mm-hmm.
All the windows were blacked out. All the door was blacked out.
Hail
It was
Satan.
like-
How do you black
yeah.
out a door with it just painted
It was
black?
just painted black, the whole door, handle and all.
It's
So-
a door.
No, but the windows too. It was creepy as shit. So I'm like,
You should have taken a
now
picture
we're
because
gonna
what
get-
I'm
The lights were
picturing
I
is
do have a
just
picture.
funny.
I will show
Hey.
you. I will show you.
Okay.
But
The
so he
lights were
shows
off in
up
the
and he's
church.
like,
It was dumb.
"Yeah, I'm here to fix your fireplace." Like, oh shit, he's gonna murder us. So he comes in and fixes it, and he leaves.
So you let him in.
Oh my god.
This is why
And then
they
you
die.
can't say no, like.
So he leaves,
Social
and I go to my
graces.
grandpa, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so freaked out." And he goes, "Oh, don't worry about old Jethro. Tell me his name's not Jethro." Yeah, I don't know what his name was.
Jethro
thank God.
Gibbs.
Oh my! So the whole weekend was just filled.
That's
But then it gets
murders.
dark, and it's like it's scary as shit in a
Because
cabin.
Because
no
Wendigos.
light.
Yeah, there's no light,
And Wendigos.
and people are.
mountain-
And
And
you're
then
just
the
gonna
last
hear-
night we're there. The last night we're there. We're driving up the mountain,
No, you
and we
hear
get to the
your own
top,
voice.
and my wife goes. I didn't want to say this while we were driving, but towards like halfway up the mountain, I saw someone walking in the woods. Like, why the hell do you tell me then when we get to the cabin?
What does it matter?
Death
It's
comes. swift.
Gatlinburg. People walk through the woods.
No, it shouldn't.
That's not a person. It's a person who ate a person.
So that's my
Yeah,
fun
but-
vacation story of the death cabin.
Nothing happened.
And
Someone,
surprisingly,
someone
I was
came
gonna
up and fixed your fireplace.
die. It was
Oh,
terrifying.
no!
You
That's so
poor
scary.
thing.
But I'll say it was an interesting experience. I will never stay in a cabin again.
Why?
What?
That isolated, like there was literally no one around.
That's the best.
That's
You
Yeah,
can
I
like
thought so
get
too
in the
till I
hot
did
tub
it.
naked
As long
and
as
like,
you
it
have-
Like,
doesn't
I wouldn't
matter.
trust the hot
hate
tub it
people.
had. It looked a little.
I would use it anyway.
Yeah, I
No.
fucking love hot tubs.
I do too, but I wouldn't get in
Did
the
you
hot
have a
tub.
lot of snacks?
Oh yeah, tons of meat. You got to.
Fine.
Right.
And my grandpa brought his pistol. So
You
that
get
was
to
terrifying.
avoid people for like
He was gonna
3
shoot
days.
somebody.
Yeah,
I
shit.
mean, if I'm gonna go up to an isolated cabin in the woods, I think having a pistol would be fantastic.
Yeah, and he had it. We were ready for it. We were ready for Jethro to come back with his band of Satan worshippers, but he didn't. So
I think
Why
that
did
would
we
have
have
been
to worship Satan?
okay because of the Black Dog
because the
Church.
church.
But how do you
How
not
do
know
you know
that they're
he
like,
belong to the church?
It's
Like,
assumptions.
oh, these Satanists are coming up? What if they're just like, hey, welcome, here's like a
Have
fruit
you heard
basket.
about a
Well, the
verse?
funny thing is, I've seen
And they're, like,
videos.
super nice.
Like BuzzFeed does a great video. I think it's BuzzFeed where they handcuff people together for like a whole day,
I want to do that.
and they handcuffed a Christian and a Satanist together for a whole day, and have like each one went to each other's churches. And Satanism isn't really just about murder anymore.
it's not
really
about
progressive.
Never
like
been about murder.
worshiping
really progressed.
Satan.
A
I think-
cult's about murder,
Yeah.
generally.
Pretty sure Satanism is like
It's
It's just
Like,
gone
worshiping
downhill since the
yourself
murdering.
Instead of
Yeah.
instead of a higher power.
I don't know.
So you're not allowed to like rape people. Like there's actually like that's
Like,
one
good
of their
rules.
things.
That's not a rule in Christianity. It's weird.
Exactly.
Right. That's everyone's like Satanists. I'm like, they're not
Satan.
that bad.
It's the
Like
extremists, but that's for every religion.
exactly.
Yeah, the Christian extremists just happen to murder millions of people.
The Satanists only murder a few people.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
it's
Satanists
fine.
obviously are better now. And we pissed half our crowd off, so let's move on.
By the way, I was
All one of them?
playing Dragon Age.
God, Dragon
Really?
Age.
Wow.
so you
Who
know-
still plays
Weird.
Dragon Age?
Devin?
Isn't it like a... How old is the game now, though?
Which
They just
one?
came out with a newer one.
Inquisition's like 2 years old, isn't it?
Oh God, 2 years. Skyrim's hella old, and I still
hate
play
Skyrim.
that.
It's
You literally were talking about the Morrowind expansion.
No, I like that, but I'm talking about Skyrim itself. The game is so old and overdone. Like, they've remade it 3 times, put it in VR. I mean, just be done with it, make a new game. I enjoy Elder
agree
Scrolls.
that they should make a new game. However, I also know that whenever I finish a new game, I can always go back to Skyrim and enjoy the mindless.
I don't do
Is
replays.
this a dragon?
I don't know. There's a giant.
Oh, this is a
My
giant.
nephew is 11, and he was playing Skyrim, and he's like, "Is this?" Wait, no, he was trying to fight something.
Yeah, he wanted to fight and kill a dragon. He's like, I just want to kill a dragon.
And my nephew is very special.
He's precious.
Like, to give you an example, he called me over the phone while I was driving, which we have a Bluetooth phone.
Driving
And
in the mountains.
I
Oh,
used to
shit, I know
not get
about that.
calls from my nephews very much, but then my sister programmed my cell phone number into their home phone.
Mm-mm.
So now
Mhm.
whenever Jesse is sad or bored or like a home alone or something, he'll call me just to talk about whatever. So he started talking about how he was coming over to my house because he was going to in like what, 2 months?
2 months. Yeah, I was in like May, and
And
they
he
were
was
coming
like-
in July.
So he was just talking about coming over and killing dragons because all he cares about is Skyrim when it comes to coming over.
He doesn't want you. He wants
No.
Skyrim.
he,
to
wants,
be clear.
he wants to
You
play
have
Skyrim.
the game,
Yes.
so I'm gonna come
He
over.
doesn't like really interacting with other people. He just likes
Same.
just.
But you don't
he's
like
Jesse.
habits.
He just likes looking
He's
at
where
really
you don't have to
cute.
react with it.
Like, you know how if you like call a child, they're like they kind of like duck and stuff. Jesse goes, hit.
It's
And
adorable.
he
When
just
they-
kind of smiles, and he's just like, hit. And I'm just like, it's not funny. Stop. But
All right.
like while we were driving, we were in like driving to Huber, so we were out in like the woods, and like it cut out, and so he called back a couple minutes later.
sobbing. He was
Crying.
like, you hung up on me. We're
And I
like,
was-
what?
And I was like, no, Jesse. I was like, we're driving, the call dropped, and he's like,
Oh.
you didn't hang up on me? And I was like,
Oh
no,
my
Jesse, we
God.
didn't hang up on you. And he's like, when am I coming to your house? And I was like, 2 months.
2 months,
He's like,
Jesse.
that's such a long time.
And then he started sobbing again.
Jeez.
Fast forward to they came over.
All right.
He's playing Skyrim, which I have 2 TVs in my living room. And because one's mine with my like game system, and then one's my roommate's with her gaming system. So Jesse was playing on mine, playing Skyrim, and then his brother was playing on my roommate's,
Playing like Grand Theft Auto.
which was terrible because he's younger than his other brother. But we're not going to talk about that because
Yeah.
I did not sign up to be a parent. So he was playing, and he just wanted to kill a dragon. He's like, "Where are the dragons? Where are the dragons?" And I was like, "I don't know, Jesse. They just spawn." Like I
we're
cannot.
sitting in the kitchen table. I don't remember what we were doing, but he just every couple minutes, where's a a dragon. I really want to kill a dragon.
And I'm like, Jesse, you have like a freaking sword made of, what was it, iron or
Like-
something?
like
I was like,
level
you can't
1, like-
kill anything.
So
Can't kill a rabbit.
he was quiet for a little bit. We're talking. And then we just hear, is this a giant? And we're like over here. We can't see the TV. And Devin's like, I don't know, Jesse. If it's bigger than you, it's probably a giant.
He's like, I'm gonna fight it. And I was like, don't fight it, Jesse. You're level 1. It's just gonna punch you. And then he like we heard silence for a little bit, and then it killed me. And
And we're like,
Oh.
yeah.
I told you.
He's like,
not
I used my
to-
shield. It's like, oh,
Oh,
Jesse.
I
the
love-
struggle is real.
Yeah.
It's just hard because I'm like, it's really not that hard of a game, but it's 11-year-old, and he's a special 11-year-old at that.
Mm.
Like, you ever seen like the Vine where the kid's like PARKEET
Penguin.
That's Jeff. I love him, but he's just not
All
the
right.
quickest.
Yeah. All right.
Struggling?
I got you. I got
Little
this.
bit.
Add in fancy transition now.
If you're wondering why we have to transition, it's because we're poor and we can't afford a camera that records for more than 20 minutes. So, congratulations, you've been sitting here for about 20 minutes. Go you!
I'm sorry.
Jordan's edited it down. It's like 5.
It's just
Like
him
2.5.
talking.
Cut it. Oh, they make fun
It's
of me
just-
right there. Cut it.
Cut that
If
out.
I cut it out every time you all made fun of me, we wouldn't have a show.
Well, I noticed that when we were just doing the podcast, it's like we would have these hilarious opening moments, and you're like, no. It's just the 15th time you're going, welcome to Awkward Everything. We've already got all the jokes out, and it's just,
I mean, I think I'm hilarious, but no one else thinks that.
No, I'm sure Kristen does.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Our
thank
one
you.
viewer.
And our one viewer, which is
My mom.
Kristen's
Kristen.
mom. So
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Dad.
Give a
You
big
would-
thumbs up.
Viewers.
You occasionally sit through it this far. Thanks.
Money well
Thanks,
spent.
Alan.
I tried
That's
that
true.
once.
He did spend money on this. And I by that I mean like this and then this. I don't have a lot of money.
One of them was well spent. One of them was not. Leave it to
You decide.
I
It's a choose your own
think
ending.
I
It
think
was
we're
me.
very entertaining, but I think we're more entertaining when the camera's not on.
It's true. That's because
We just
no
need
one else
to-
likes to see us.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Snapchat was
It's more we
pretty
talk while
entertaining
we're
last
eating
night.
breakfast.
We were doing amazing on Snapchat.
If we just need to record the
Yeah,
breakfast.
just like
part,
breakfast.
and
We
then-
could be like the breakfast brunch. There you go.
The breakfast
Our new show.
brunch.
The-
I
You
thought
can't do
you were
Breakfast
about
Club
to say
because
Breakfast Club,
you
but then you
can't.
said something really lame.
Well, you
The
can't say breakfast
breakfast
club. I ain't trying to get sued.
morning
you
gathering.
can't have breakfast and brunch.
You should
The
have said-
brunch
you
is
should have said
Why
breakfast
can't you eat
lunch.
one long
Bunch.
meal?
Just call it one long meal. Don't call it breakfast.
Sorry,
lunch.
I have one long meal plans.
one long meal. And that's why Jordan can't hang out with us ever.
I can't do anything that day. I'm just eating.
Just
the
one long.
entire
That's
day.
all I've done for the past 2 weeks is just eat.
Same. And sleep.
It's not good. I need to work out, but when
And
it gets
work.
cold, I have no motivation to work out.
All I've been doing is work. That's about it.
I
Like somebody
never
here
had
needs to
any
work.
motivation.
Well, with the whole daylight savings thing,
It fucked me
it's
up.
just dark
I hate it.
before I even get home.
Cause we get done eating dinner and I'm like, it's time to go to bed. It's
And
like
then
6:30.
yeah, and you're like,
I haven't been sleeping because I've been playing Dragon Age Origins to get this one into it. But it sucks because she is a wimp and goes home to go to sleep because she's been
'Cause
work.
I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Assassin's Creed.
Excuses,
I've been playing for
excuses.
probably about a
No
week
one
and a
cares,
half.
Jordan.
Assassin's Creed is one of
No.
the best games of the year.
False. I thought
True.
I thought it was Destiny.
Yeah.
The
That
greatest
is.
game of the year.
It is.
But now it's Assassin's Creed.
No, I
Wow.
said Assassin's Creed is one of the greatest games of the year. Don't be a bitch.
Of the year. I thought that was Destiny.
That's asking the
No,
impossible.
Destiny is Destiny is the greatest game of the year.
Well, you
But-
can't have more than one.
I said
You
Assassin's
have to
Creed is
pick
one of the.
Nope, you have to pick one.
Our
You-
Destiny.
you
Then
can't-
Destiny. Destiny has
Okay,
a
well
greater
then your
playtime.
other statement is not.
Then Assassin's Creed is a really great game.
It's a okay.
Gee whiz, no one cares. Wow, Jordan, you just
Out of the-
sucked up
out
2
of the-
minutes of my life.
Wow.
Never get back.
Thank you.
World War. I played. Also played Call of Duty World War II. I think it was horrible.
I couldn't get into Call of Duty.
It's the same game.
It really is.
I was really hoping that, okay, World War II, they're gonna do something different. They're gonna make it good.
Nope.
No.
See, I
See,
did.
I haven't played it in a decade.
Oh, it's
So
the
I
same
went back.
game.
I was like, it's
I
like
thought you were
yeah.
gonna say I haven't played it in a
Did you
dick
get
year.
the new? Did you get the new Call of Duty?
I played the beta
Yeah.
for like 10 hours,
Well,
and it was
dang.
like that sentimental, like,
It's
oh
like,
yeah, I
oh,
remember
like
playing
that.
this game.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow.
The story mode was
10
about like
hours.
you open the story mode on your Normandy, so that was pretty cool. But then you go and after that you're like, yeah, this is the exact same game it's been for the past 10 years.
Took me back
Dragon
to my
Age
childhood.
Them's fighting words right now.
I don't know. I tried to play it, but I feel like it falls in the same category as The Witcher for me, which is like it's there's too
But the
much
vibe
going on.
that
There's
I
a
get-
lot going on, but I don't play a game just to like kill things.
Right, you
No,
seem
I
like
don't
you're more
either.
into like the
First-person
shooting.
shooter.
Where are the
and
dragons?
That's all
Action.
Call of Duty is.
I don't like
blah,
Call
blah,
of Duty.
You bought it.
No, I didn't. I rented it. Redbox,
You paid money for it.
$3.
You spent
I
money.
played
to
it for
play.
30 minutes and took it back to Redbox and got Assassin's Creed.
Now I loved Assassin's Creed, but then they killed.
Edmund.
Spoiler. Shh.
Sorry.
Spoiler. If
Spoiler.
you haven't played the series.
They killed Edmund. Spoiler.
Bitch, why?
Also, a lot of other
You
people
don't
died.
get to say
a
it.
lot of people die. Edmund's just one.
I mean,
Everyone dies.
half of it is
The
about
name
people
is
that
Assassin.
are already dead.
True. Spoiler. Everyone you play as is dead.
Pretty
Spoiler.
much.
Spoiler.
But
hate it here.
I think I stopped caring about because I love the American Revolution one because I like the American Revolution is like
Mhm.
my favorite time period, and so I played the shit out of that one.
Mm-hmm.
But then it like kept going, and then it did like I think Black Flag.
Black Flag to me is the best one they ever did.
I hate the naval combat.
Really? I loved it. I thought it was one of the best things they've ever done.
I
in
feel
a
like the
game.
controls
Makes
are
sense.
clunky,
Yeah.
and it's just
It
frustrating
was awful.
for me.
I loved it.
Well, what I love about the new one is they took a year off. They didn't do a game. They did a movie instead, which is hilarious. But they took a year off and it revamped everything. Everything is different, and it's almost like if you take. Did you ever play like For Honor, or did you ever play? There's a couple different games, but they've changed like the fighting dynamic. You can dual wield. You can choose different weapons
dual
and
wield.
shields and different bow and arrows. They've really
I can't
kind of
imagine an
revamped
assassin
it.
using a shield.
That's one of your main things actually in the beginning of the game. You have a sword and shield, or you can use like a
What
pike.
time
Or,
period
I
is
used
Origin?
my
Origins is
shield.
Egypt, like Cleopatra and like Rome and Caesar and all that.
I think that's
It's
you.
just your phone going off during the show. It's
I
fine.
heard it once and I thought someone scooted their chair, and then I heard it again. I was like, "What the fuck is going
It's
on?"
on silent.
No, but
Well,
it's
it's not.
like ancient Egypt, around Cleopatra and Rome and Caesar. It's really cool. It's a really nice story. I haven't beaten it yet, but so far it's really good.
What?
I think that was supposed to say disease.
Oh, it said Death Seas.
Death Seas,
Like death, like
Death
DE, and then
Seas.
like seas, like the seven seas.
the seven seas. Autocorrect's a bitch.
She's 21 years old. It's not autocorrect.
Oh, sorry.
It's not.
It's not
her.
me.
Oh, okay.
She's 22.
You talked to
Yeah.
her. Sorry.
You were at my birthday.
You youngsters.
The one time you hung out with me
You're
Outside
welcome.
when
of
I
here.
aged.
You're
We
welcome.
were still working.
I grace you with my presents on special occasions. I mean, that's
No.
Only on your birthday.
on your
Once
birthday.
a year.
Jordan comes out of his
Anyway.
dinner plans.
I just
We make
I
dinner plans.
didn't like Black Flag. I kind of hated. I felt like I had to travel pretty much everywhere to get anywhere in the plot, and plot is a huge thing with me. Like
Yeah.
that's what I enjoy out of games, which is why I love games like Fallout and Dragon Age and
Have a story.
Well, see, I hated the one, and I
Immerse
can't remember Assassin's Creed. I can't remember. It's the one that was set in England, though, like Jack the Ripper time period, Victoria, England.
Syndicate.
Syndicate. I didn't like that one.
I
wasn't
started
a huge
that
fan.
one, but then I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Though I kind of liked how they did have a male and female
Mhm.
character. That
And
you
the
could
same
play.
things in this one now. The new one is there's a husband and wife you're playing as.
I think that's nice. It's
Wife
nice.
seems to be a bitch, though.
Probably.
We all are. It happens.
No, she's an assassin, so
I mean,
She
I
has a right
think
to be.
they're
a
not the
bitch.
now, I will
nicest
say this.
people.
I have not finished it. This hasn't happened. I'm predicting she's going to turn on me, though, and I want to kill her.
Why? Cause she's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, because she's there's hints in there. There's little hints. sprinkled in.
Foreshadowing.
Little
Like
foreshadowing.
when she was like, "Man, sometimes I just wish you were dead."
That was
Huh.
one of the times.
And
It's
you're like-
funny.
I don't think she likes me very much.
And she's an assassin, which probably isn't good that she
She
doesn't like
seems
me.
a little angry.
Does this apply to real life too? Is this like
Did you cry for
I've
help?
never played Assassin's Creed ever. No. And one of
My
the
wife's
things I
trying to
think
kill me.
this game does, though, it brings in comedy really well. The other Assassin's Creed have failed to do. One of my favorite things is you go to this merchant in one of the cities, and he tells you that these guys have stolen his horse, and he wants you to go
His
get
whore.
His horse.
They stole my whore.
His horse. So you go and get it back for him, and you realize when he's talking that
That it's his
this
wife.
is not his horse.
It's not his whore. He actually stole that.
It's not
whore.
his horse. So when you leave, you have an option to take the horse. And he tells you, he says,
Save
give
that
my horse
whore.
back. And he goes, you cannot steal what has already been stolen. It's very
You know
good.
when that happened in Skyrim too.
No one plays Skyrim in 20 years, so.
Literally everyone plays Skyrim. It's kind of great.
It's like Fallout. It's like one of those games that just doesn't ever go away.
No, I played Fallout 4 and I would gladly go back to Skyrim. I did
No, you
not
didn't?
like Fallout.
I thought it was.
4.
I thought it didn't have much of like afterplay effect to it. Like once you beat the main story, it was like, then you're kind of done.
It definitely doesn't, and that's a big thing for games
And one that really
nowadays.
pissed
If
me
I'm paying $70 for this game, I better be able to have like replay.
a fuck
Yeah.
ton of fun.
Well, I thought one of the problems was I felt like the big replay was going to be the fact that you could build your own bases, you could do your own thing. But I keep running out of material every time I would try to do anything. So I
Well,
just
clearly you
quit.
don't have money.
Well, it ain't about money. You had to go scavenge it, and
No, you can buy it.
well, that too. But then who's got that kind of money?
People that
Have
loot,
money.
loot whores like me
I
who
don't loot.
scour
I just-
everything.
I kill and I take.
Yeah, but then you don't just like double check.
No, I do if I see something lying on the ground, I'm killing somebody. If I have a knife and it's like, hey, what's that shiny thing? And I pick it
See,
up.
I'm a loot whore. I always double check and go over and make
Just
sure
way
that
too
I've
much
gotten
damn time.
every single thing.
She's
We'll
in
be
an
in
empty.
the same area for 20 minutes.
She's in an empty
Go.
field, just
No
like.
wonder you haven't beat Dragon Age.
I beat it multiple times.
Well, somewhere in this room, I feel like there's something. Let me just.
I'd get
Wait,
every
wait.
possible good ending because I find
That one. We're going over
Everything.
there.
Did you ever beat Andromeda? Mass Effect Andromeda?
Yes.
Was it just a shitty game throughout? I played like the first 20
Okay.
minutes.
it had its goods and its bads.
Was it a shitty game throughout?
The plot was pretty shitty.
Nah, I'm done. That's it.
And that's
Because that's
again,
what Mass Effect is known for. They're known for their great plots, their great characters, and their great story. But when you don't have any
that's
of
why
that,
it didn't do well.
I know it pissed me off.
Because
It's like one of the most excited sequels I ever was for a game. Was the new Mass Effect?
I'm waiting for the new Dragon Age.
Are they making a new Dragon Age?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. They left off on like the DLC of Inquisition with like Trespasser and spoiler, Solus fucks you over. And
Aw.
now he's like, I'm gonna like rip open the void.
What
Not
bitch?
void. Rip open the fade so that elves can live forever. It'll kill everyone, but then like it'll
Well, if
The
you're an elf,
elves
ain't
are
a bad
like,
idea.
"Huh, bye.
no, it'll kill them too. He's just like, I'm gonna kill everyone by ripping this open so that we can have a reborn. Because I closed it for this reason, but now I realize I've made a mistake, so I'm just gonna rip it back open.
What an asshole.
Lols.
Right, he was my friend, and if you romance him, he just fucking leaves.
And you're like,
And at the end of the DLC, you get your arm cut off because the mark like fucks
and
you
you're like,
up.
whoo!
And so you like walk in with like a book in
This
one
is what
hand.
it was like when you have your arm.
You walk in with like a book in one hand, and then your arm just kind of chilling.
Right.
And you're just like,
Shit, all I got is a book in one arm.
the Inquisition will go on. Or
Just not through me.
Fuck you.
I mean, it might. I just won't be fighting.
So I'm
for
guessing
long.
you stopped the shit from being ripped open?
That's the end. You find
Oh,
out that he's
shit.
going to do it, and then you can either say, I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to try and change your mind, or
I'm gonna
please
join you?
don't.
No.
Just please.
Alright, listen, I can fight you, but if you just want to stop
Well,
me.
You're
I'm
like,
fine.
hey, you. Stop it.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Well, like, elbow him in the face. But like the thing is Solus turns out to be, spoiler alert,
Oh my god.
a god. Like
Whoa.
one of the old elven gods. He's the wolf that they talk about that like trapped the
Is that a
other
wolf
gods.
does?
A wolf god.
Oh god, okay.
The
That makes
trickster
sense.
spirit.
I like the trickster.
That he's
Love the
supposed. Well,
trickster.
supposedly he tricked.
Isn't
He
the
tricked-
trickster dead?
He tricked.
Spoiler.
I mean, I haven't
It's
seen
supernatural.
Spoiler: everyone dies.
12
Oh,
or
yeah.
13.
There's
but...
a joke that he is still alive from
I
Supernatural.
hope so.
Because
'Cause Lucifer
So
kills
Kevin
him, I hate
Tran's
it.
coming back somehow.
Oh my god. If they're gonna bring Tran back, they need to bring back goddamn.
Bobby,
Bobby.
No!
Crowley,
Yeah.
they might.
No.
I mean, I don't think. I
think
think
Crowley's my
Crowley
boy.
himself is gonna come back,
I-
but I
no,
don't think
Mark
Mark
Sheppard.
Shepard's coming back.
No Mark Shepard, no Supernatural.
I mean, I'm kind of against
I wish
Supernatural
they
right now
were.
anyway.
They should have ended like 3 seasons ago.
They should have
That's
ended a long time
How
ago.
I feel about Assassin's Creed. I feel like once they killed.
Stop beating
Edmund.
the dead fucking
Was it? I thought it
horse.
was Desmond.
Oh, it might be Desmond. That's right.
You're like Edmund, and I was like, that is
Edmund is the
not his name.
Edmund's one of the guys you go back in time as. No, my favorite game they did was the Ezio character.
That was like one of the first.
Yeah, that was the
was
second one.
when
'Cause
they
the
were,
first
like-
one you play as Altair, who is like one of the main people at the beginning of the Assassins, and then you play as Ezio.
Ezio was great, but I hated the controls in that game.
They've been real clunky over the
I
years.
wish they revamped it
They
so that I
did.
could play the story and then
Oh,
have
man.
better controls.
Yeah, this new game revamps all the controls. You
Well, I
should play
don't
this new
care.
game. Is what I'm saying.
I'm thinking about it
You
because
should play them on PC and then you just
And if
pick
Assassin's
the
Creed
controls.
wants to pay me to tell people to play
I don't
it,
have the money to get a PC that can handle it.
then get a PlayStation.
I have a
Then
PlayStation.
rent the damn game for $3.
He was saying use a PC so I can change.
Bruh, we're
the
all not rich.
controls.
You could just pick which controls are
We're all
which
not rich enough to
with
walk
the
around
PC.
like Hugh
I
Hefner
don't-
all the time, right?
We don't even have enough money to
Wish.
buy a fourth microphone. I do not have the money
Touche.
to buy like a
Touche.
custom PC because if I'm gonna go
It's only been like $2,000.
PC, I'm gonna go.
I mean, I guess if we stop buying breakfast
See, I
every
said that
morning, then
too,
we can
but I-
Here we go.
save
Here comes the breakfast thing.
Yeah.
Hey, we got
$20
donuts.
of donuts. and
Why did
coffee.
you get so many donuts?
There's 4 of us. You needed 4
know.
donuts
You
and
need
they'd been
4
fine.
donuts.
Because I don't know what everybody likes, so I have to get variety.
We stopped and I was like to get gas because I was completely out and I was like, hey, you should run in and get some donuts. And I was thinking we'll go to McDonald's and we'll have like 4 donuts. And she comes out with like 2 dozen donuts and I was like,
A dozen.
there were 2 boxes.
No,
Six.
6 in each.
6 in each.
I don't
And
know
you
why
still-
they do that.
So that is I don't do math. Is that how much is that each? I mean, is that 4 each? No, I don't do math.
What are you talking about?
It's too early.
We
We
can
got
each
12
get 4
donuts. There are
we can
4
each
of
get
us.
3 donuts.
3 donuts.
3
yes.
donuts apiece.
Yeah.
But she said go in and get donuts, and I was like, all right, this makes sense. We'll
Math
like
is hard,
be
apparently.
It
like,
is
we'll
hard. I just don't
spend
feel like
less
doing it.
time if we just get donuts
It's true.
here.
And then we got here at like 10:09.
I don't know about that.
No, we were. We were in the driveway at 10:09.
Yeah.
And we just sat out there for 10 minutes and then
I
decided
was
to come in.
finishing my eyeliner.
Yeah.
Could
I
have
was
been in
like-
here while we were talking.
No, because that means I have to carry my whole makeup bag in.
Or just
your
your eyeliner.
No, I did my eyeliner, my mascara, and then setting powder. I was just gonna do my eyeliner.
I
And
did
was
my
like,
setting powder
well,
before I got
bitch,
here.
I might as well just do it all. And that's how I end up late everywhere. Because I'm like, oh, well, if I'm gonna put foundation on, I might as well do this. And I'm like, well,
See,
if I'm
I'm-
gonna do this, I might as well.
I'm the opposite of that. I'm like, I look really bad. I'm gonna just put on like a little bit of eye makeup. I don't want to do. And then I'm like, I guess I'm gonna put on foundation, and then I usually don't, cause I'm lazy.
Brad, what about you? What's your?
I woke up and put on this robe
and pants.
And pants.
and pants.
I combed my
outta
hair this morning, which is one more step apparently than you did because I
What
see your
the-
little
Nope,
rooster tail.
didn't.
Why the hell do you need a comb?
Didn't
in
brush.
your-
real
I didn't brush
tail.
my hair today.
Me
I
either.
just put a hat on.
I
I
rolled
did
out
like
of
2
I
bed.
just
brushes.
let it be
1,
wild
2,
and free.
done.
I put a hat on.
Okay.
She had to find my hat.
I did. It was in her bed.
I like your hat. Oh no.
No, you don't.
The beast is released. Hey, she got one like you, Brad. A little rooster tail poking right there.
A little rooster tail.
Little rooster tail.
Well, I hope that this was enlightening.
It
as to
wasn't.
who we are.
At all.
Probably wasn't. We talked a lot about video games, so I hope that's your thing. If not,
That sucks. The
So-
fact that you watched all this if you didn't like it.
They got this far in and then decided, you know what,
And
this
then
was
you're
a
like,
bad podcast.
Fuck these guys. You made me watch this
I'm gonna
shit.
keep watching it just to be
no one made you
spiteful.
do anything. We're not your supervisors. But if we were, we'd tell you to hit the like button so that we
And
can.
subscribe.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, just having 1 like would be nice.
and
Can you tell your mom to
comment
like our
and
video for me?
hey mom, like it.
Hey, Dad, will you like this and then also tell your friends to like it? Just like the one. You don't have a lot of friends.
Neither do
Let's
we.
be
That's
honest, your
all.
dad didn't get this far.
I mean, okay.
He might have skipped to the end. Jordan, when
Yeah.
you edit this, put Dad, listen.
Oh shit.
Dad,
All
listen.
right.
I mean, you
Let's-
could say
All
that.
you know what? Just like,
It's
subscribe.
gonna cut off.
Follow all of our social media right down below. We'll
There-
see y'all next week.